You can get everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. Inspiration does exist, but it must find you working. Don't settle for average. Bring your best to the moment. Then, whether it fails or succeeds, at least you know you gave all you had. Show up, show up, show up, and after a while the muse shows up too. Don't bunt. Aim out of the ballpark. Aim for the company of immortals. I have stood on a mountain of no's for one yes. If you believe something needs to exist, if it's something you want to use yourself, don't let anyone ever stop you from doing it. Habit is more dependable. Habit will sustain you whether you're inspired or not. Habit will help you finish and polish your stories. Inspiration won't. Habit is persistence in practice. The best way out is always through. The battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals. The struggles within yourself, the invisible, inevitable battles inside all of us, that's where it's at. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Someone will declare, "I am the leader," and expect everyone to get in line and follow him or her to the gates of heaven or hell. My experience is that it doesn't happen that way. Others follow you based on the quality of your actions rather than the magnitude of your declarations. Courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it by use, develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Relentlessly prune bullshit. Don't wait to do things that matter and savor the time you have. That's what you do when life is short. Resilience is when you address uncertainty with flexibility. Sometimes magic is just someone spending more time on something than anyone else might reasonably expect. It's not the will to win that matters. Everyone has that. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. As a single footstep will not make a path on the earth, so a single thought will not make a pathway in the mind. To make a deep physical path, we walk again and again. To make a deep mental path, we must think over and over the kind of thoughts we wish to dominate our lives. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. You'll find that education is just about the only thing lying around loose in this world. And it's about the only thing a fellow can have, as much of as he's willing to haul away. Experience is a hard teacher, because she gives the test first, the lesson afterwards. I never dreamed about success. I worked for it. To know how much there is to know is the beginning of learning to live. More is lost by indecision than wrong decision. If the highest aim of a captain were to preserve his ship, he would keep it in port forever. You can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there's still going to be somebody who hates peaches. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. The slogan, "Press on," has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. The only way of discovering the limits of the possible is to venture a little way past them into the impossible. Worry is a misuse of imagination. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. I never look back, darling. It distracts from the now. A year from now, you will wish you had started today. The reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Don't worry about failure. You only have to be right once. You carry the passport to your own happiness. Never let success get to your head, and never let failure get to your heart. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. I'd rather regret the things I've done than regret the things I haven't done. I will not lose, for even in defeat, there's a valuable lesson learned, so it evens up for me. I do not try to dance better than anyone else. I only try to dance better than myself. If you don't risk anything, you risk even more. I think it's intoxicating when somebody is so unapologetically who they are. You can never leave footprints that last if you are always walking on tiptoe. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. If it makes you nervous, you're doing it right. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. I choose to make the rest of my life the best of my life. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Anything can make me stop and look and wonder, and sometimes learn. People's passion and desire for authenticity is strong. A surplus of effort could overcome a deficit of confidence. Doubt is a killer. You just have to know who you are and what you stand for. There are 3 ways to ultimate success.